Hi everyone, welcome back to my commerce class. Today I have taken one more interesting concept on accountancy, that is final accounts of non-trading organizations. Non-trading organizations are those which are engaged in economic activities not for the sake of profit, but they are doing to promote science, arts, culture, sports. That means they conduct some sports events, they do some consultancy services, so they promote science also. These are the things that they are going to do for the welfare of the society. For the welfare of the society, they are going to carry certain activities. Okay, such institutions are called non-trading organizations, and they are going to have many cash transactions and other economic activities, and they have to record all those transactions, and they need to prepare final accounts also, not for profit to find the actual result of the business, but to keep the records properly, systematically. So, which are the accounts and what are the records they are going to do? Non-trade organizations maintain books of accounts to record all cash transactions. That means they want to know which are the cash payments done in a particular period, and such cash payments or the receipts may be revenue or capital. For that sake, they are going to make a statement of capital receipts and capital payments, and a statement of revenue receipts and revenue payments, and to find the overall assets and liabilities of the institution, a statement of assets and liabilities. Capital receipts are those receipts which are received as huge amount fund to carry the business, maybe in terms of donations, legacies or government grants. Okay, all this comes under the capital receipts. And capital payments are those the investments which have been done to acquire the fixed assets, maybe furniture or any asset that is required for the organization. And if they are carrying any sports activities, maybe sports materials also comes here. Sports materials, whatever they buy to carry their activities, all that comes under the capital payments. Okay, and we have to prepare the another statement with regard to revenue receipts and revenue payments. Revenue receipts are those incomes which are regularly received, maybe in terms of subscriptions, okay, or any other incomes we are going to receive in terms of rent, maybe in terms of interest. All this comes under the revenue. And revenue payments are those expenses, day-to-day expenses, maybe in terms of rent or the money like a royalty amount or any other expenses to carry the activities like sports, culture and all. So whatever the expenses you are going to incur, all that things are called as revenue payments. And at the end, they have to know what are the accumulated assets and liabilities of the organization. For that, they are going to prepare balance sheet. Okay, that's what we call it as final accounts of non-trading organization, which includes receipts and payments account, income and expenditure account, and a balance sheet. Okay, let us see the format of receipts and payments account. The receipts and payments account, like an account where we find debit side and credit side, and it starts with the opening balance of cash, opening balance of bank. With that, we are going to start the receipts and payments account. And what all the cash received during that period? So maybe entrance fees, donation, subscription, maybe the revenue income like sale of newspaper, dividend, interest, everything, all capital receipts as well as revenue receipts. What all received in terms of cash, everything to be recorded on the debit side. And such receipts, cash receipts, may be related to current year or maybe to the previous year or maybe to the coming year, subsequent years, whatever that is there, all the year or income, whatever that is received in that particular period, completely to be recorded on the debit side. So all cash receipts. Likewise, all cash payments to be recorded on the credit side. Tournament expenses, purchase of sports, that means revenue as well as capital. All expenses, what you have made, what all payments you have done during that period, completely to be recorded. Okay, and you have to find the balance. That balance may be cash balance or the bank balance, whatever you are going to derive at the end, that is to be taken here. Okay, so by that your receipts and payments account is going to complete. And that's what I said. So it's a summary of all cash receipts and payments, and which includes capital receipts, capital payments, as well as revenue receipts and revenue payments. So everything to be recorded here. And we are going to prepare one more account, that is an income and expenditure account. So this is for the year ended. That means whatever that happens during that period, maybe the 12 months period, only that expenses to be considered, expenses and incomes to be considered. And if there is any outstanding, that's to be added. If there is any advance payment, that should be subtracted as we prepare a profit and loss account. Like we are going to consider only revenue incomes and revenue expenses. Okay, this is also an account like debit and credit. On the debit side, we are going to record all expenditure. On the credit side, we are going to record all incomes. So what are the items comes here, like salaries, rent, insurance, postage. Okay, all revenue expenses to be recorded, depreciation also be considered. And on the income side, the regular subscription what we receive. Donations, we have two types of donations, special donation and general donation. General donation, small amount to be considered here. Special donation may be the small or the huge amount, whatever it may be, that is to be considered as a capital. Okay, not to be recorded here. Okay, so likewise income, general donations, revenue items to be taken here. Entrance fees, okay, regularly we are going to collect whenever you organize events and all, you are going to collect it. So rent received, interest received, all these are the revenue incomes, and that is to be recorded here. And the result may be the surplus or the deficit. Okay, surplus comes on the debit side, deficit comes on the credit side. Okay, this is how income and expenditure account is prepared. The features, if you consider, income and expenditure account is only for the previous year information. If there is any outstanding, to be added. If there is any advance, to be subtracted. And the result may be surplus or maybe the deficit. Okay, later you are going to prepare the balance sheet. Balance sheet is statement of assets and liabilities as usual. How you prepare balance sheet, same procedure to be followed. We have liabilities and assets. Balance sheet as on, because it is an accumulated assets and liabilities of the institution. So capital fund, like what we find capital in other trading organizations, here it is called capital fund. For that you are going to add the surplus, whatever the surplus you derived in income and expenditure account, the surplus to be added. That's called excess of income over expenditure. And creditors, if you have liabilities, outstandings. I told you special donations mean for a particular purpose. If you have received any amount to carry a particular activity, treated as special donation and to be recorded here. Okay, and furniture, any asset purchased, maybe some equipments, office equipments, computers and all comes here only. And any investment, maybe in terms of government bonds, shares, debentures, all investments to be treated as assets. And other than that, if you have any other assets to be considered, okay, any sports materials to be taken into consideration here. And cash balance and the bank balance, what you already derived in the statement of receipts and payments, this balance to be taken into consideration here. And that is about the balance sheet is going to get tallied as usual, and that is about the balance sheet. Okay, so likewise for final accounts of non-trading organizations, you are going to prepare two accounts, one statement, that's receipts and payments account, income and expenditure account, and balance sheet. Receipts and payments account includes all revenue as well as capital receipts, and likewise revenue and capital payments. Okay, and you are going to derive the cash balance and bank balance. As you are going to prepare one more statement account, income and expenditure account, where you are going to consider only revenue incomes and revenue expenses. Like profit and loss account, only revenue, expenses and incomes to be taken. That, and later you are going to prepare balance sheet. So it's a list of assets and liabilities. The only thing you have to concentrate on the special donations, government subsidies, whatever that you receive, legacies, whatever that you receive, everything comes under the balance sheet and liability side. So if you get any government subsidy or any fund, if you received any government fund, okay, legacies, so all these come. Legacies means gift, whatever that you received, okay, in terms of gift amount, huge amount what you were received, okay, that is to be treated as capital fund to be considered on the liability side. Okay, this is about the preparation of final accounts of non-trading organization. In the coming video, I'll take up a problem with assumed values and we'll solve the problem so that you'll understand it clearly. Okay, I'll see you in the coming video. Like, share and subscribe.